at NQ here. We do have a bit of a gap lower this morning following Friday's massive rally, that big bounce that we saw on Friday. I think that ended up being like a 2% day on NQ, if memory serves correct. We're now gapping a bit lower, still within that prior day's range, of course. I am expecting an inside day today. I'd be surprised if we get a break of the prior day's range. So fully expecting an inside day. It is Monday. Monday is typically a bit slower, right? So that kind of fits with that idea as well. And what I'm going to be focused on for this morning. Hang on, what is this playlist? What is this? Okay, there we go. What I'm going to be focused on this morning is how price responds to this 23,500 level of interest right through here. Essentially from Friday, what do we have there? We have a late day high base, late day range. That's kind of one of the ideas we talked about at the end of Friday's stream. More than likely, following that massive rally, what I had mentioned was the day's probably done. If you were with us on Friday, you'll remember that. And that price would more than likely do something like this, right? And that's exactly how it panned out. Now, this morning, where are we at? I think we're at about 490, 480 or so. So we're right through here. We're just beneath that prior day structure. And the idea here is that if sellers can show acceptance beneath this 500, more than likely we'll see a deeper retrace of Friday's rally, potentially into 23,400, potentially even back into 23,330. Let's take a look really quick while we're on this 5-minute RTH chart and see our fib levels. Okay, so that's interesting. You have the 38% fib right where price currently is, that 480 area, and then you have the fib buy zone down there near 23,400. So just as some additional reference points, I like to use the fib on prior day action anytime we have a big expansion move, especially when we're looking at potential levels for retracement. Now, if buyers can continue to hold 23,500 as support, maybe even that 38% fib right near 23,480, more than likely, I expect that we'll see price continue to trade within this structure, this prior day structure for the duration of today. As always, with expectations, we want to be flexible, right? We want to be willing to let price prove us incorrect on those expectations. Don't be married to any of your expectations for the day, especially if price starts to give you proof that you were wrong. That's kind of the main thing. So 5 minutes till the open. We do actually have a 10 a.m. data print today. And then after the close, we do have some Fed speak as well. To recap, 23,500. It's the main focus. We have a level of interest there and then some key prior day support. You're also going to have that 38% fib from Friday's expansion move right in this area, right in the 23,480. Let's make it a great week. No matter what happened last week, good, bad, or indifferent, you have a fresh slate. It's a new week. It's a new week. Don't carry last week's baggage with you into this week. Hopefully, if you had a tough week, you gained some lessons. You made some improvements to your game, to your system over the weekend. As always, the goal here is just to look for our A plus setup and execute accordingly. That's it. That's it. Regardless of outcome, as long as we're following our rules, sticking to those A plus trades, it was a great day. It was a great day. So that's the game plan for today and every day. While we're waiting for the open here, we are going to be having a TPT account giveaway, take profit trader account giveaway, giving away two 50K accounts in the Traders Think Tank. I'll post that later today in the resources section. If you saw the recent giveaway we did, it's going to be the same type of format. All you have to do is comment on the post, and that's your entry. Trial accounts for the Traders Think Tank are valid at the time of the drawing. You have to have an active account. You have to have an active membership. So we're going to be doing that. Keep an eye out for that. Traders Think Tank members. Steven loved the duck race. Yeah, we're going to have another duck race on Friday. That was pretty fun. Gabe's going for that second win. That'd be wild. All right, 2 minutes till the open, a little less than 2 minutes till the open. NQ just shy of 500. Session volume point of control for the extended hours is down here in this area, right? Forty seconds till the open. All right, here comes the open. 23,500. We're right there. Let's see. Let's see this open. Up and through 500, coming into VWAP. Good volume off the open, of course, per usual. It's kind of where we're at right there. Prior day structure. Right back into 500. Very slight gap lower. Small gap lower. Coming for that overnight low now. Overnight low is 23,462. There it is. Down and through overnight low. That was a nice reject of VWAP right off the open. Gabe, the gap fill prior day close, so 23,577 is your level there. So this opening 5-minute bar closes still have 2 minutes on it. Fresh lows being made, so we're looking at 23,400 downside level of interest. And opening 5-minute bar closes in 1 minute. Notice that volume already tapering off. You hate to see that, but it is Monday. NQ coming into session volume point of control. Basically, you have your 500 level of interest right through there. Almost into the 50 on that push lower. See how this 500 is going to be treated. 23,500. Would love to see some more volume. Check out that 15-minute big doji. And there's 500 for you. We got the level of interest right through here, and then the session high and VWAP just overhead. Looks like ES testing the highs as well. What do we call this down here, by the way? Anyone know? Let's go, Gabe. Gabe's dialed in. Here's VWAP. So this is where it'll get a little more interesting. You may want to lift those trails if you got them. It's a nice morning already. Took the trail right there. All trailed. It was a decent start to the morning right there. Okay, okay. That's your spring setup. Overnight low spring setup. I don't love to see another rejection there at 23,500 in VWAP. So staying patient now. And the main focus, still this area. How price responds to that area. Still within the opening 5-minute bar. Notice that volume below average. 15 minutes into the session, below average volume. Now, while I wait for that next setup, as always, get that trade logged and reviewed. Start getting some notes down. Another little rejection there at 500. Back in overnight low, coming into session lows. Looks like that trail was appropriate. There we go. Solid. All right, back into session lows. Solid short there, Ray. Nice work. From the 500, you have VWAP right through there as well. Buyer step in to defend the lows. Still in that opening 5-minute bar. Still here. So far, just one trade this morning. The overnight low spring setup. We do have a 10 a.m. data print. It's more of a minor print, but nonetheless. Do I always sit out of the minor data prints? I just like to have the awareness of those. I like to know when they're coming. I don't have a trade on right now, so no impact for me here. But just as an awareness piece, you want to know when those data prints are coming. So far, NQ just in a tight range here, still in that opening 5 minute bar. Typical choppy Monday morning so far. Low volume. Look at that. 5 minutes showing you barcode. And about 9 minutes till 10 a.m. Choppy, choppy. Choppy, choppy. Let's see ES. ES even choppier. Check out RTY. The old Russell. Sitting on hands. Good call, Ray. Smart. Staying patient right now. Not much to do. Unless you like trading the chop, which I certainly do not. Volume is like 1/3 of historical average at this time. Look at this. This line right here that you see is not a moving average. That is actual historical average for this time of day. That's our custom Opinicus relative volume script. And so if volume is not even getting into this average line, not even 30 minutes into the open, all right, it's getting more interesting now. NQ into the highs. As we get into 10 a.m., see if we get the break. NQ just shy of the highs. Current high is 518.25. Very slight new high of day right there. Data in 30 seconds. There's your fresh high. There's 10 a.m. ES fresh highs as well. All right, so we're back above 23,500, back into that prior day structure. Still just one trade for me on the morning so far. 500 stays on watch. Is this the range for today? My goodness. Is that it? Snoozer Monday? At least we got a little uptick in volume on that data print, huh? It's not bad. So let's see if buyers can actually defend 500 now. Hold price within that prior day's range, that prior day structure, afternoon structure there. Very small overnight gap has yet to be filled. Prior day value area low right in that area. Ray, you grab that? NQ new high of day. Let's go. Let's go. Little market structure, high or low at the level of interest, post 10 a.m. Nothing crazy. You don't need a crazy system to make money in the market. You can just use the basics. You don't need a system with 17,000 different acronyms to make some money. Got the trail down near 23. Horizontal lines. That's what we're talking about here. Horizontal lines. So NQ, we talked about the 500 level, VWAP. Had this area highlighted all morning. And right through here, right? You get the break above. Price trades up into 540. Here's your retest. There's your long entry. And we're into fresh highs. Yeah, VWAP right there, right? Just like to keep it nice and simple. Simplicity scales. And part of that idea was the prior day structure. I really love structures like this from prior day action, RTH chart, kind of consolidates just beneath. Seller is really unable to flush it into that downside level of interest. Defended the overnight low, which is right through there. Post 10 a.m. resolves higher. Now we go for the gap fill with a trail in place. NASDAQ, fresh highs. Let's lift that trail a little bit. Trail into 527. Oh, we just keep riding. Volume still just terrible. All right, lift the trail a little more. I'll go just beneath 35. I'll go like 32 and a half. Just kind of right below that little consolidation microstructure there. And we want to see if we can get the gap fill, which is 577. Just cruising in it. Make it trailed out right here. Trails at 32.5. See if this little structure holds. There you go. That trail's barely holding on, 32.5. There we go. Let's get a new high of day now. Get out there and push. Get out and push. Thanks, guys. It's not helping. Oh man. There's the trailed out. All good. We'll take it. 2 for 2 on the morning. First one was the overnight low spring. The second one is a market structure based trade. That's a higher low post 10 a.m. versus the 23,500 level of interest. You do have VWAP right through there as well. It just adds confluence to the idea. Let's see. Did we have maybe the 38% fib right there too? Oh, yes, we did. The fib eye is dialed in. There's an eyeball on it these days. If that's it for this morning, that's it. We'll see. I may have been trailed out to the tick. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Wow. Yep. And cue new high of day trailed to the tick. Oh man. Oh boy. It's been a while. I was due for that. It's been a while. Staying patient now. Volume is like 30% of average. There's your new high of day coming into prior day volume point of control. And overnight gap almost filled. Snooze worthy session. We're 2 for 2 on the morning. So many points. 45 points on trade 1 and 20 on trade 2. It's nothing to write home about, but it will keep the lights on. Tell you that. Now, the rest of the morning, this is just a test of discipline to avoid the choppiness. Let's get an update on that higher time frame structure. That 2-hour closure. Look at that 2-hour hammer. Check the retrace. 38% fib, 2-hour ham ski. Even the 60 is looking good there. NQ rolling over a little bit. We'll see how the 500 is treated again. That might be the range for today. 560 by 440. Buyers right back in it there. Right back in it. Nice, Gabe. Congrats, man. Staying busy this morning, huh? All right, I'll probably give it 10 more minutes for another setup. These conditions are absolutely terrible, though. So I'd like to just shut it down. 2 for 2 on the morning. We did the overnight low spring in NQ, and then the post 10 a.m. higher low versus 23,500, which was the main level of interest on watch this morning. Let's see what the bot is doing. What is the bot doing? See if we got any trades there. How's everyone's morning anyway? Staying alive? Avoiding the chop, hopefully. The bot is flat. We do have the bot does have a signal in RTY, but I haven't enabled the connection yet. Didn't have time this weekend. Get that set up today for the THT automation. Des got the RTY short. Nice work. There we go. Timmy's riding. Let's go. Mega slow Monday right here. Mega slow Monday. Rich following rules. There we go. That's a win. Red, green, or flat. Following rules is a big win. That's all we can ask for. That's all we can do. Look at the volume. I mean, my goodness. Yeah, I'm probably going to call it early here. I'll give it 5 more minutes. NASDAQ session volume point of control shifted higher, 543. All right, NQ, just pure barcode for the past 20 minutes, 20 plus minutes. I think that's a wrap. Look at this. Look at this. Garbage. Mega slow Monday. Right there. That's typical Monday action, though. It's almost every Monday. Ultra slow. And people are still surprised by the chop. Got to take notes. Take notes. Study the action. Rich 10-point lockout Mondays. Yep. That's better than the opposite there. I know what this chop does to people because it's violated me before too. So uh, Nasdaq fresh highs, new high of day. See if it holds. Right back into that structure. Yeah, I think we call it. There's a recipe for giving back some of the morning. 2 for 2 on the morning. We'll just lock it in right there. Overnight low spring, and then the higher low versus 23,500. Market structure based play, post 10 a.m. I'm gonna call it. We'll lock in the day. We'll lock in the Monday. Thank you guys for your time. Pretty slow morning as expected. The main watch today was 23,500. We wanted to see if price could get back up into this prior day structure. And after some consolidation off the open, it did resolve higher. Now we have the gap just about filled. So late morning, you can keep an eye on 23,585 and then into prior day high. I suspect price is just going to hold within this prior day high base right here. So that's what I'd be looking at personally. Decent morning, all things considered. It's Monday, right? Mondays are typically slow. So you just take what you can get and carry on with your day, carry on with your week. Enjoy what's left of the summer. We'll keep it going in the Traders Think Tank as always. We do have the giveaway. We have the Take Profit Trader giveaway. I'm giving away 2 50K accounts for active members of the Traders Think Tank. So keep an eye out for that post in the resources section of the Traders Think Tank. The drawing is this Friday. The only requirement is to comment on the post and have a current account at the time of the drawing. The other note is the 7-day trial is being reduced to 3 days. I'm going to make a more formal announcement later today, but if you're wanting to grab the trial, now is the time to do so. It's going to be reduced to 3 days tomorrow. So jump on it if you want. If not, all good. Otherwise, I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Have a great rest of your day, and thanks for your time. Take care.